Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, the daily show. And the big question is the dip going to keep dipping, or is it time to buy? Is the carnage over in the SPY? Precious metals taking a dump as well. Nothing was spared yesterday. Bitcoin took a hammering. We'll talk about that in a moment and a whole bunch more. Before we do that, smash the like button. This does help get this channel out to more people. And of course, I appreciate all of the comments that you take the time to write. It does really help support the channel. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification so you don't miss the daily updates. We're going to go straight into the SPY as always. And what did I tell you? The 100-day moving average, that if we have a cross of the 9 crossing the 20, that we come down to the 100-day moving average where we have bounced. And I want to show you what happened here in the sell-off. There is the 9, the dark pink crossing below the light pink there. You can see that happening. And that now is below, and that's led to a sell-off down to the 100-day moving average. And I showed this yesterday. Exactly the same thing happened. I said if the 9 crosses a 20, we go down, and this is where we are heading. And that's exactly what happened, exactly as I said what would happen. That's number one. Now, we did find a bounce off there. Now, be careful that this is not a dead cat bounce, and we don't just kind of bounce. Now, what am I looking at here? Generally, we'll come up, and a couple of things will happen. We'll make a bit of a bear flag here. So we'll kind of just go sideways along here, and we bear flag it, and then there is another leg down. That's option number one. Option number two is we have a beautiful V-shaped recovery. What is the level we have to close above? It's $684. I'll tell you why that's important in just a moment. Okay, we're not far away from that. And we have a V-shaped recovery, and that was just a little bit of a flush out there, a little bit of a healthy correction, and then we continue on our upward trajectory. We break back above the 9 crosses back above the 20, and we go on our merry way into a continuation of this bullish trend. Okay, so let's take a quick look. And obviously we could just straight dump from here. The market could open, have a little bit of a bounce, and then dump down. That's your third option there. Let's jump over the weekly time frame. I'll show you why this is important. So first of all, yesterday I said we have, for this whole run up, this 9 EMA has been the guiding support. We've only really lost it and closed under it about once, maybe twice down there. I won't go all the way down, but we've never had 2 consecutive weekly candles close above. This one candle closed below, but then this one shot up and closed above. And so what we're looking at is to see whether this candle is going to close below 684 or not. And if it does, we have that one candle that's going to close below it. And then we've got to see when the candle opens, does it then next Friday close? Well, of course, it's all going to be irrelevant if today at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we bounce back above and get above 684. So that 9 EMA on the weekly is an absolute crucial to get apart. I'll tell you why. Because if we spend a couple of weeks down there, the 9 ends up crossing below the 20. And look what happened the last time the 9 crossed below the 20. We saw it come all the way down to almost the 200. And that's generally what will happen when you get a bearish cross of the 9 crossing below the 20 there. And I can tell you, we don't want to come all the way down to the 200. That's all the way down at 510. But I think the more likely scenario is coming down to the 100 EMA on the weekly. That would be a lot higher, by the way, or the 50-week moving average. So those are the kind of 3 extremes that you get when you lose. The 9 crossing below the 20 is the 50 EMA on the weekly, the 50-week moving average, the 100 EMA on the weekly, and the 200. Those are the kind of 4 extremes of corrections that we have. But generally speaking, at least we come down to this 50 EMA, which is sitting at about 642, if we see that bearish cross of the 9 cross below the 20, and that would be quite a significant correction. Okay, so that's really what's on the line here. We do have that red dot on the weekly as well. So that is quite bearish, but we haven't lost the 20 EMA on the weekly. I'll start to get quite concerned if we do lose that 674 today and we were to close under that, then it is looking far more likely we'll see a 9 cross below the 20 and that we'll have a consecutive second week candle close below. So really we're right on the line, just as we were over here. We are right on the cusp of potentially seeing a reversal on this incredible move that we've seen from April all the way through to February. That's been an incredible move, and all moves must come to an end. Corrections are healthy. That gives a bit of a market reset, encourages new buyers. Just make sure you're not bag holding all the way down if we lose these key levels here. So that's the SPY. So that's what I'm looking at. And if you're just looking to short-term trade the SPY, I'll give you those levels as I always do. Obviously, go short below 677 down to 674. If that was to be lost, you could short it even further to 667. And of course, long above 684, you could long that up from 684 up to around that 688 area there. So those are those quick levels there. Now you're asking, well, how do I make money on the way down? How do I long? How do I short? Do you trade options? No, I don't trade options. One of the reasons why is because I can't trade them 24/5. And the other reason why is most people get wrecked when they trade options. You'll see this post here that I posted on Twitter. In options trading, the statistics are famously lopsided while individual results vary based on strategy and time frame. Decades of data and recent studies consistently point to a 90-90-90 rule. 90% of retail traders lose 90% of the money within 90 days options trading. So that's why we do have an options trading channel in the Tribal Trades Discord, and I see quite a few of those in there are part of the 10%, not part of the 90%. However, so what do I do? I'm going to tell you that. And by the way, look at this news here. We'll talk about Bitcoin in a moment. COVID crash, 1.2 billion in liquidations. FTX crash, 1.5 billion liquidations. A random Thursday, that was yesterday or today, 1.7 billion in liquidations. Why? Because there was a coordinated major exchanges and the market makers dumped over 55,000 Bitcoin in just 30 minutes. They all just happened to do it in the same 30-minute window. Market manipulation. No, the market's definitely not manipulated or coordinated there. And where is that super cycle, guys? Those who were mocking me and putting, cheeky comments in the below. I've proven yet again to be right that the 4-year cycle is well intact, that we are in fact in a bear market, that the top was in fact, and as I predicted back in October, and I will also call out the bottom of the bear market when I feel that it is here, just like I did in the last bear market to bull market when it was around 15K. So very interesting there. So how is that traded? I'll tell you how. A couple of ways. A lot of exchanges now, you can just actually short it. You can just call it a naked short. You just short it. You just open up a short in your brokerage, as there might be an option you have to turn on. So look into that. But the way that I like better is you can actually trade SPXL, which is a 3x leverage version of the SPY, and you can just actually trade that to the upside. So if the SPY goes up 1%, this will actually go up 3% there on the SPY. So that's how that can work. And obviously you can see the different levels, that are there. You can see that this is busted above some key levels, but maybe a nice long, for example, would be busting above this 218 and 48 cents. You could go long there, and if it drops below 215.69, you could go short. And so it's just as easy as buying a share. You just go into your brokerage, you search for SPXL, and now you can, if the SPY goes down, if the SPY goes up, you can make extra money, 3x leverage long, or you can just buy the SPY. But where most people have issues is going short and making money on the way down. This is what we teach in the Tribal Trades Discord. We trade a lot of the leverage ETFs, reverse leverage ETFs. You can see here what it's called is SPXS. And so if the SPY is going down like yesterday, you can make money on SPXX, which is 3x inverse bear leverage short. And so if the SPY goes down 1%, you make 3% on that move there. And so that's how we work. And there are leverage ETFs for many, 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 many stocks, hundreds, maybe thousands of stocks where you can. Now, the SPY is one of the only few that do 3x leverage. Most of them are 2x leverage. We'll jump into some of those 2x leverages in just a moment. But let me jump into Bitcoin here. And there's the big drop. There is the big bear flag. I gave the technical target. That played out perfectly. If you took that short, I told you if we lost 85, it was going to 74 or 70. That's exactly what happened. And then I said if it lost 74, likely we were going to go down to the 200 week. It didn't quite get there, to be fair. The 200 week moving average sitting there at about 58,000. It got down pretty close to 59,000. Gee, I missed it by 1,000. Shame on me. However, a couple of things that can happen here with Bitcoin. So just be careful. Just like the SPY, we can make another little bit of bear, and everybody starts buying here and they go, oh, it's holding the support. I'm going to jump in. And it's just a bear flag. It's quite bearish. And so what you want is a proper V-shaped recovery back to where it broke down. See, this is a mini bear flag here. It went down and then people go, oh, I'm going to buy here. And then down we went again. We could actually measure that out and see actually if that bear flag actually hit its target. It looks like it actually did hit its target from about what hit its target to the downside. So that was a mini. So you don't want that happening. So option number one is we have another bear flag here and we drop further. Option two is obviously we could sit here for a little while and then bounce. Just because you make a bear flag doesn't mean that it's valid until it loses the bottom part of this flag. So it's until it really lost 74,485, it wasn't really active. Now this becomes a bear flag. Sometimes it can go sideways and then jump up. I think we've seen that. Sometimes you see it go sideways and then jump a little bit up. The second option is we continue this bounce, but it just turns into a dead cat bounce and then further capitulates to the downside. What I'm looking for is a green dot here on the daily. If I get a green dot, I can jump in a trade. If it hits the 9 EMA on the daily and rejects, I get out, but I get out in profit. If it keeps going through, I can add to the trade. And if there is, one commentator on X was saying this is going to be the bottom here, and then we're going to set a new all-time high. And if he's right, I don't think he is, then I'm going to be fine. I'm going to ride this puppy all the way up. See, either way, using the tribal trade system and using the green dots, you win. Like this green dot here. Oh, get in, but then it hits the 9, get out again, and you're saved. Okay. Very, very simple way of trading. So if there's a fake out or a lot of fake outs, the tribal trades indicator, one indicator to rule them all, really does have me covered. So I'm looking for a green dot on the daily. I'll jump in the trade. We might get one soon. And then if it hits the 9 EMA and rejects there, I get out and profit. If it breaks through, I'll add to the trade. If it breaks through the 20, I'll add again, and then I'll ride this up. And at some point, if it just rejects the downside, I get out of the trade. If we get a red dot on the daily, I get out of the trade in profit, and I don't have to bag hold it all the way to the bottom. Now, you're saying in the bear market, how deep can Bitcoin go? Well, usually there's about a 75% drop. That would put us down here around the low 40s to high 30s level if we did drop around that 70 odd percent level. So I'm not saying that it's going to there, but potentially if Bitcoin does repeat, and look, one of the things that broke was that Bitcoin has never really dropped below the low of an election week, and we've already had that happen before. So just because it's happened before doesn't mean that it's going to happen again. I'm always open for possibilities. Remember, there's no certainties in trading. No one has a crystal ball, including me. It's all about trading the highest probability, and that's why I look to enter so many winning trades as I trade the highest probability outcome, and that generally does end up working out. Just like yesterday, the highest probability, and I gave this trade to you. Everybody here on YouTube could have got this trade. Go back and watch. I put this video out at 7:30. I gave the level at $23.18. You still could have gotten this level at 9 a.m. This is why it's important to watch my videos when they come out, not later on. And you could have made an enormous amount of money to the upside. And this is one of these 2x leverage ETFs. This is a 30% move. Absolutely crushed it. There, it's a 2x leverage ETF, and this is how you make money rather than playing options. You just buy, MicroStrategy goes down and MSTZ goes up. And of course, if you wanted to short it or do options, you can, and you're welcome to. My levels work on options or just the normal shorting. I gave you the short on a loss of 122, and you could have made an incredible amount of money shorting this all the way to the downside. I gave the technical target at $100. It hit the technical target that I gave you. Go and watch yesterday's YouTube channel on the button, and you can see in the Tribal Trades Discord. Listen, remember, we make money on the way down or on the way up. Either way, we make money every day, short or long. The Tribal Trades Discord has around a 90% win rate across all the channels here. Absolutely incredible. And I know, and I don't even have time to go into April's trades that she gave that absolutely crushed. I believe she gave a Coinbase short that moved 10 freaking dollars. Absolutely incredible. And the second trade that I gave you all yesterday was the BMNR trade. I gave that at about $34, and that also was crushed. And it was a BMNR short. Again, BMNZ is the 2x leverage short. That would have been another 34% win. You could have, instead of crying into your coffee or your tea or your whatever you drink, with the market going down, you could have absolutely cashed in trading the Tribal Trades way. We make money no matter what the market is doing. What an incredible trade for those that took it, and it hit technical targets on both. I gave a technical target at 40. The entry was 34. That hit. I gave a technical target of 27 on MicroStrategy short. That hit as well. And of course, I give both levels. So if you do want to do options or just short the stock, I gave that level on a loss of that 21 all the way down to 16. You could have shorted that. And also the VIX, I'm not sure if I shared this yesterday, or whether I just shared this as a trade in the Tribal Trades Discord there, of $28.62, and that jumped up all the way to $30. You could have traded 3 for 3 yesterday. You could have gotten in all these trades a nice 3% move there on, or actually more, because there's the $28 there. Let's have a look. That one was an actual 7% gainer. Absolutely incredible. About 70% in gains yesterday you would have made across all those 3 trades. And I haven't even shared Crown Traders April's trade. If you'd taken that one, you would have made as well. And listen, I still have the Tribal Trades Discord open at the moment. So number one, we still have the buy 1 month, get 1 month free. That means when you pay for 1 month, you get 30 days free, 1 month free. And within 7 days of joining, you should see that 30 days added beautifully to your account. If you don't see that, you can send me a message there and we'll make sure that happens. But that should happen within 7 business days there. And so that is the buy 1 month, get 1 month free. And it is month to month as well. So there's no pressure. You're not locked in. If it's not for you, if you don't have time, from time to time, I have people email me and say, listen, we haven't even gotten into the Discord to use it. We just don't have time. Then no problem whatsoever. We wish you all the best. But I just know that when you come into the Tribal Trades Discord and you see the life-changing gains that people are undertaking and the wealth transformational journey that we are undertaking. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. Are you not entertained? Okay. And so there's a link below in the description of this video. You might need to click the more button. That will pop out. You click on that link. That will open up that page I just showed you. It does say that you have to join the wait list, and you do, but you won't have to wait very long. You'll get access today. You'll get access within seconds, minutes, hours, maybe at the most just an hour or so. Might take you to get moved into the Tribal Trades Discord. You add all your payment details there. You pay for 1 month, but you get 2 months. 2 months of the Tribal Trades Discord to see our incredible trading methods. And that comes with the 2 tribal trades indicator. Now, if you leave the Discord, you lose the indicators, of course. It's for members only, but you get both tribal trades indicators there as long as you stay a member of the tribal trades Discord. We have, what is it, 9 trading channels there where we give alerts and signals for day trades, swing trades, scalp trades, longer term investing, IRA, investing trades, all kind of trades that are in there, crown trader trades as well. And of course, live sessions. We're going to have 4 live sessions, maybe 5 live sessions with me. Absolutely had some incredible trading sessions this week already. We have another live session today and possibly one more tomorrow, which will make it 5. And those are all different times during the day, and they're all recorded so you can watch them at a later time. Okay, so that's below in the description. And remember, I'm not sure when this will finish. It might finish this weekend. And so Monday, it may not be available. The buy one, get one free. I'll update on Monday whether it will definitely be available today and Saturday and Sunday. So at the moment, I'm putting that as the cutoff. And then I'll do an update video on Monday whether we extend that for another week. And remember, when this deal does finish, we are going to close signups for the Tribal Trades Discord off, and we won't be taking any new signups for a number of months. Okay, so this is also your last chance to get into the Tribal Trades Discord and get the buy one get one free, buy 1 month get one free deal. And of course, that's all part of our 1-year anniversary of celebrating the Discord. Well, that's all I have time for today. So until the next episode, or until I see you on the Discord, happy trading.